Close your eyes, 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 eyes,
Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into On the Cards. It's Michelle here and I have another reading for you. Today's reading is all about messages from the past. Those are messages from your ancestors, and messages from the future, which is messages from your future self, your higher self. So we have four options here. Option 1, option 2, option 3, and option 4. You can pause the video, choose a pile. Let's get to it. But first, I've been prompted by the ancestors, by the galactic ancestors, by angels, guide, source, to talk about this with the collective. And the question I have for you and what you should ask yourself is, how do you want to be defined? Do you want to be defined by the group you belong to? Or do you want to be defined by who you are? Your individuality. For me, it's a no-brainer. Of course, I would love to be defined by what I have to offer, who I am, me, the person, the individual. And what that means is what I have to offer. So, for example, I'm Michelle. I love to read cards. I like to help people. I like to inspire people and uplift people. I am multi-talented. I can cook. I can make candles, seasonings. I can do sewing crafts. I like to invent new things. I like to with fabrics. I like to challenge myself and create something new that hasn't been done before. I like to go for long walks on the fell mountain, for those who don't know what a fell is. I like to walk in the rain. I like to hear the rain. One thing that I absolutely enjoy is being on the mountaintop and just listening to silence, just nothing, just quiet. That's bliss for me. I like to speak to people on the road, strangers, say hi, smile. I like to inspire. I would like to be defined by that. Not I am Michelle, I am black, I was born in Jamaica, raised in America, and live in the UK. I am heterosexual. I don't want to be defined by that only. It's something where you have to, there needs to be balance. There needs to be balance. There needs to be a balance of your identity, your cultural identity. Right? What orientation, sexual orientation you belong to, all of that stuff, that's separate. You need to balance that and who you are, what you have to offer as an individual. But this, who you are and what you have to offer as an individual, should be, if a scale is going to be tilted, that's what needs to be the precedent here. And this is for everyone, every human being. If you look at animals, look at cats, big cats. They have personality. All of them are not the same. All animals, even the tiniest ones, some of them have such amazing personalities and you can see it and it makes you smile. Why don't we want to live by that? Why does it always have to be, we're in a group, I belong to this group, you belong to this group, we're separate, and if you don't agree with my ways, that's it, it's a problem. Well, why not? What about what you have to bring to the table? What they have to bring to the table, and we work with that. We get to know each other. We teach each other. We learn from each other. It's just, humanity has lost empathy. Humanity has lost interest in each other. Humanity has lost itself. But it's not like you can't retrieve it. You can. But you have to identify it. And a lot of the problems that we're facing now in this world is because of it. We completely lost sight of who we are, who the soul is. That's why I go on and on about the Akashic report. It will help you. It will wake something up within you so you can connect and express you, the I am. Many of us have a God spark. That's like an umbilical cord to source. And we're meant to help each other, heal each other, inspire each other. And we're not doing that because we're caught up in this group mentality. And it gets you nowhere. Think about it. It gets you nowhere. Why do you want to be one of many? Why do you want to be one of many when you were designed to be unique? Like that single grain of sand out of many. That's you. Why? Why do you want to be just like all the others? And we all are capable of expressing our authentic self, our true selves. And as I explained earlier, with those expressions, authentic self, true self, what it means is you, what you like to do, what you like to do. Not hiding it, but expressing it, walking around confidently, head held high, chest up, that this is who I am. You hear that? I am. I am is God, and that's that spark. This is who I am. Individual, that's saying. Look, I can preach on about this, but it's just something, and I'll probably talk about it in future videos, but it's incredibly important, especially for the younger generation. They like to copy. They like to copy what was done before. Not all. You got a few individuals up in there, and in all generations, you got a few individuals, but there needs to be more, because we all need to realize that we are all individuals. There is no need to solely belong to a group and not have any identity of self, or individuality, or recognition of your individuality. There is no need for you to be that lost. You should never be that lost. If you're going to be a part of that group, you should know who you are, and you choose to be a part of that group. You choose. That's the word. Choose. Okay, I am going to get on with this video now. So let's get on with this reading. Hello, option 1. For those of you who selected this card here, it's card number 15, and it says channeling. So let's get on with this reading. So we're going to see what the ancestors have to share with you. Whoops. Okay, we're going to shuffle this. I pre-shuffled, so this is just a little extra shuffle. So we're going to pull 2 cards. Okay, ancestors, what would you like to share with? Whoa. Okay, got a falling card here. We have here the Ace of Souls. Ace of Souls, sorry. This represents the Ace of Cups, right? So this is the number 1 card, and it's the Souls card. Okay. One more card, please. Oops, damn, everything's falling out. Right, so we have here the Tower. Okay, this deck is the Primordial Tarot, so the meanings are different from the Rider-Waite-Smith. So with the Tower, of course, it's changed, but it's nothing to be alarmed about because in this deck it is different. So now we're going to pull two cards. This represents your future self. This is a message from your future self. This is from the New Era's Elements Tarot. Can I have two cards, please? Thank you. We have here Judgment. Thank you. Okay, and we have here Happiness. This is the Six of Cups. Very nice. Okay, let's see your message here. Let's look at the ancestors' message. Now, for some of you, you're just beginning your spiritual journey, right? And they're applauding you. You're seeing things from a different perspective, and you're learning new things about yourself, learning new things about the world, learning new things about how to move forward to your future, how the changes that you need to make in order to live a fulfilling life in the future. Now, your ancestors are saying that you need to connect more with them and with spirit. With this zigzag here in the carvings in the stone, that symbolizes their obstacles. This is the obstacles that they experienced. This could also mean, it looks like mountains. I'm hearing there may be many obstacles in that you have experienced, and that you need to connect with them to help you to overcome future obstacles. That's what I'm hearing. Right. It's saying that we've been there before. So whatever you are experiencing, if you are going through a tough time, challenging times, they're saying that they've been through that, so you can connect with them and they will support you. They'll give you guidance. But it is asking for you to connect more with them and with Source. The Tower card here, this man is on top of this wonderful, huge tower here. Tower stone, I'm calling it. And what he's doing it allows him, he climbed up this rock in order to see the horizon, to see beyond. And that's exactly what they're asking for you to do, is to broaden your horizons, look beyond the situation. Don't focus on the past, right? And yes, look forward to the future, but it's almost like I keep saying in all my readings about not having any expectations. Sometimes when you have high expectations and you get disappointed, it's like you just crash and burn. But they're saying that you need to look at all perspective, all angles of a situation, right? Have more of an open mind, especially when it comes to spirituality. So now I'm going into another group where they're more skeptics. They're starting to dabble in, or they might have dabbled and then stepped away from spirituality. Be more open, be more open-minded. I'm being guided that you have received signs and little symbols from your ancestors and spirit that you have brushed off. I'm hearing here chip on the shoulder. You see this little chip here? You have a chip on your shoulder. There might have been a bad experience that you had, and you have kind of written off spirituality, but they're saying that we're trying to get in touch with you in order for you to connect with us and to connect with you, your higher self. Now there's another message coming in for the more advanced group, the seasoned spiritual practitioners, the seasoned individuals who are heavy in their spiritual practices. They're saying you need to do more meditating and channeling with them in order to see when challenges, to foresee obstacles. That's it. There seems to be a bit of you've taken your foot off the gas when it comes to doing like exercises, meditating, channeling, like even divination. You need to set up a routine, right? Self-care, I'm hearing self-care. So I mean, baths, cleansing, you're protecting your energy, etc. That's what they're saying, so you can see what obstacles may come and how to avoid them, how to deal with them. Yeah, here this represents a home, so to protect your family, yourself and your family, your home. I'm hearing soul warrior. So someone is, I call it walkabout. Like the Aboriginals, walkabout, where you go to self-discovery. You go off on your own to seek. It's like the hermit card. You go off to connect with higher self, to gain emotional and mental and spiritual clarity. They're applauding you on this for diving deep and connecting with self. Now the future self, this is you reflecting on your life. This is you reflecting on who you are. This is you reflecting on your past self. This is you seeing how far you have come with the judgment card here. I'm hearing that some people have changed their ways, so which is positive. They've actually they were more of a manipulative person, and they've changed their ways. It's almost like they've seen who they are. They've seen that they're a fractured being, and they're working on healing that, repairing that. They want to bring back joy in their life. They want to bring back childhood joy in their life. The pleasures and joys of childhood, that's what you want to experience again. For some of you, you're separated from your family, your children, and you want to reunite with them. This is maybe a few I'm hearing. So there's a few people where you've had like an addiction, and you were separated from your family, and you are putting in the work to heal yourself. You are healing. I'm hearing, I am broken and I am healing. So you're healing the trauma, the pain, whatever you experienced that triggered you getting into substance abuse. You're working on yourself because you want to connect with your family. You're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're seeing how whatever triggered you to go into this low vibrational energy, into this substance abuse, that I'm hearing ancestral. So it could be paternal, I'm seeing, with it being a man. So it could be a father, son, granddad, so on and so forth, where it's a pattern that needs to be broken. So you're saying, I'm breaking this pattern with the fractured glass, that you're putting an end to it because you're connecting with self, you're connecting with source, and you're clearing that family pattern, that karma. And it's stemming from your childhood. Hence why I saw the home. So yeah. This spiritual journey is going to, you're going to become another person. So this is those who are on the spiritual journey. It's not about substance abuse. You are going to be a completely different self. It's almost like a snake shedding its skin. That's exactly what you're going to experience in this, right? So your old self, I'm feeling like very sad, very low, very confused. And in going on this journey and connecting with your higher self, you're going to feel light. You're going to feel happy and uplifted, fulfilled. You're going to look at that water. They're running around in water. splashing about in water. You're going to feel like doing really cheery and silly things. You know, you're going to, it's almost like life is beautiful. It wakes you up in that way. It's like your soul is just came to life. Your soul got like your soul reset. Okay, I was corrected. You were reset. Your physical body and your mind. Your soul says, I've always been there. All right, so we have here 15, which reduces to 6. That's all about balance. It's all about balancing. So you need to, so for those of you where you're the seasoned spiritual practitioner, or those who practice spirituality, there's a need for balancing. So coming up with a routine, keep exercising that muscle, even though you're on top of your game. It's something that you need to keep doing. Always connect with them. They're saying, especially now during this whole current climate. It's very important because your high vibe energy is going to help the collective. Same thing for, well, everyone who picked this pile, it's the same thing. So the idea is to raise your vibration, right? So you're going to be doing the work, you're going to be connecting with spirit, and you're going to raise your vibration to help the collective. So channeling, so this is confirmation that you should be or are communicating with spirit and the ancestors. Okay, let's see, do we need any, let's pull just 2 clarifiers. Oops, you decided to fall out. So we have here 7 of Swords right under the Judgment. So yes, this confirmed the person with that sneaky behavior that I said, that manipulative person, and they're now changing their ways. Right, they've connected with their higher self and spirituality, and they are changing their ways. There's some of you also, the 7 of Swords for me represents feeling like a fraud. So for those new to spirituality and you're starting to develop your gifts, channeling, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, you may feel like you're not good enough. You may feel like you're a fraud, and you're telling yourself this. Don't. We all have this gift. We have to develop it. Some people have brought it over from a previous life, so that's why they're tapped in. They don't have to study hard. You know, like in school where you have those kids where they don't have to study for the exam as hard as everyone else. It's like that. So you're capable of, right? So we have that, the 7 of Swords. Also, when you connect with your higher self, there's no need to be manipulative, and you will be able to spot manipulative people, and you will not include them in your life. For some of you, I'm just picking that up. There's someone around you that you need to have a broader perspective and see exactly what they're up to. There's someone sneaky around you, and you need to look deeply into that. Okay, next card, beautiful. Second card is the 10 of Cups. Ooh. So we have the 10 of Cups, and we have the 2 of Wands. Yeah, so it ties in, the 10 of Cups, that's ultimate fulfillment, ties in with the happiness card here, the 6 of Cups. So the childhood happiness, looking to the past and wanting to be happy as you were when you were a kid. This ties in also with everyone doing their work. They're going to be completely fulfilled, light and happy. You're also going to be able to, you're going to be changing gears. You're going to want to look more into, well, you're not going to want to be on the same path that you're currently on. Once you've gone through this process, you're going to start weighing the pros and cons, wanting to make a few changes in your life, and for some of you, major changes in all areas. So that's also very, very lovely. Some of you might doubt it, you might fear it, but don't worry, all will work out. All will be well. Okay, let's get some advice. Oh, forgot. Let's see what lessons from your past life you've brought over into this one. Let's see, what lesson did option one bring over from a past life that they're working on right now? Okay, you got two. So you have here trees, and you have imprisonment or slavery. Yeah, I can see the imprisonment and slavery, and that is this card with the judgment. For those of you who are currently healing from substance abuse or going through that, or even know someone who's going through that, it's actually a past life lesson that's on repeat. So your previous life or lives, you did not complete the lesson. You didn't learn the lesson. So it's a repeat, right? And you have the chance now to restore balance, and you are able to gain support from your guides and your ancestors and source. For those of you who need guidance from a therapist or someone, an expert, definitely seek it, because there's happiness. You can have this. I mean, you deserve this, right? But yeah, so that covers that with the imprisonment. But also this can cover following social norms, right? That's that mental imprisonment. This is you changing your perspective when you step into spirituality and connecting with the I am. So you're knowing exactly what you want to achieve in your life. With trees, I see this as connecting with nature, right? This is you with this delight streaming down. It looks like your spiritual happy place. This is where you can go to again connect with source and your ancestors, and also nature, Gaia. You'll be able to channel there. You'll be able to channel there. You'll be able to develop your skills. I'm hearing for the seasoned spiritualist, nature is very important. Right. I'm hearing in the future, for some of you, you may end up living in nature. Right. So having a little cottage or house out in the green lands, which is quite beautiful. Let's get some advice cards here. So, this is the Sacred Vision Oracle. Okay. One card, please. Thank you. Okay, so we have this beautiful card here. And it's patience. And what is interesting is that it is number 6. And you have 1 and 5, 15 is 6. How lovely. So we have here patience, something greater, south, red. Live your life as a fearless warrior who sees the world as being much greater than yourself. Be humble and patient, having faith in something more. As a bird soars high above for greater vision, the Tower card, we too should attempt to soar and see the larger picture we are all a part of. Hello, hello, that's the Tower there. What can be greater than a winged one who flies thousands of miles a year in expression of its true nature? Would you go to the ends of the earth to find your true self, the walkabout? Imagine the courage and tenacity of that tiny beating heart, always in search of something greater, the purest nectar of the Great Spirit. Do you recognize this in yourself? Oh, this is so appropriate with this pile. So it's also saying you don't have to rush it. take it easy, right? You can take it easy, move slowly, right? Have patience with yourself and the process, right? But in the end, you will be successful. You will be completely happy and fulfilled. That's lovely. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 2. For those of you who collected card number 17, Nostalgia. Here's your reading. Okay, so we're going to get messages from the ancestors. We're going to pull 2 cards. 2 cards from your future self. And then we're going to, whoops, okay. Okay. Thank you. Lovely. So we have here the 3 of nature. That's the 3 of wands. We have here the Ace of Pentacles, which is the 1 of jewels. Then we're going to pull 2 cards from the New Elements Tarot for the future self. Okay, so we have here 8 of interference. So this is 8 of swords. And we have here 2 of cups, love. Okay, let's see here. With this one, I'm kind of picking up a relationship situation. Now we have here with the 3 of nature, it's all about having compassion and also connecting with source, right? This is you connecting with source to get for guidance, connecting with source in order to connect with self, connecting with authentic self. This image here, the woman is naked, but she's wearing a mask. Now, this tarot card, the primordial tarot deck, is different to the Rider-Waite-Smith, the meanings, right? But this one, masks are not a bad thing. If you think about it like the internet, people, when you're not seen, you can express your truth. But when you're out in the open and you're around people, you wear a mask then because you don't want to express your true self. So that's what this card is saying. She's wearing a mask and she's able to express her truth. But she also needs to connect with spirit as well. So she can express, channel messages from spirit. Honest messages. But this is all about having compassion for self and others and speaking divine truth. Right? Now the Ace of Pentacles, well, it's the potential of abundance here, right? The potential of creating abundance. So your ancestors are saying, connect with us, connect with spirit, be authentic, express how you feel authentically, right? And with nature, going out in nature to connect with them as well. But nature is learning how to, with this deck, going out and learning how to be comfortable within your own skin. If you're finding it difficult, just have compassion for yourself. And if this is another person, be patient and have compassion for them as well, right? I'm hearing that there is a gem inside. You are a jewel. So just be patient. For the future self, interference. So this is all about mental blocks. So you are blocking opportunities by thinking that you are trapped in a situation, and there's a need for you to look at the bigger picture, shift your perspective, right? So when it comes to the 2 of Cups, it is relating to a connection. So there's a need to, there's several scenarios here, so we're going to combine everything. So the ancestors are saying to have compassion, maybe for the pace of a connection, because with Pentacles, it's all about, or jewels, it's all about having something physical. It's something material, solid. You can hold it, you can see it. It is like confirmed. It is committed. So this feels like someone wanting a committed connection, with another, but there's interference involved. There's people involved. Maybe there's people speaking in your ear or your person's ear, or there's an actual person connection that needs to end in order for your connection to begin. Or it could be other circumstances as well. But this is pure love. This is true love. This is a connection that is divine. It feels like it will work out in the end, but there's just a few obstacles, and this is pretty much your thinking, the way you're feeling and thinking is what is interfering with the connection. It almost, I just got this, it feels like you're manifesting it. So you have to be careful with what you think and speak, because you can speak it into existence. With this card here, the Ace of Pentacles or the One of Jewels, what you think and speak can actually materialize. So you need to connect with Source. You will be guided. You will be guided in the right direction and at the right pace, I'm hearing. But if there's other people in your ear, just don't listen to them. Connect with Spirit and your ancestors. If this is you, connect with Spirit and your ancestors to stop this blockages, because it seems like things are said or done and then it happens. Okay, let's get some clarifying cards. I'm going to pull 2 clarifying cards. There's another scenario here where it's about work. So it's about a connection where there's interference, but you are focusing on your jewels, your finances, your material wealth. Yeah, you're putting the energy in with the nature. You're nurturing your jewels, your pentacles, right? You're putting the work in it, and that's what the ancestors are probably saying for those of you where you're focusing on your career and finances, that they're saying it's great, right? Keep doing it. While the obstacles in the connection, well, oh no, there may be obstacles in the connection because you shifted your focus on your pentacles. But there's nothing wrong with that because you're focusing on your abundance. I'm hearing it's a divine connection anyway. It's a divine connection. There's communicating. That's important. Communicating will smoothen the wrinkles, clear the kinks. Okay, can I have one card, please, to clarify the ancestors? Okay, we got the 2. So one for the ancestors, one for the future. Okay, so we have here the Magician. It ties in with whatever you are thinking and speaking, you're manifesting that bad boy. You're bringing it into existence. For others, your ancestors are saying, yes, you have everything that you need to go after your pentacles, to make this happen. Okay, next card. This is for the future. We have here the 6 of Swords. So this, like I said, things will work out. The rocky waters, the eight of Swords, the interference, it will all clear up. You will be moving to calmer waters. But the 6 of Swords, don't worry about this. So if it's a relationship and you're focusing on your career and it's like some issues, it will be cleared up. Communicate, yes, with Swords it's all about communicate, but this is communicating clearly, and it will move to calmer waters. So definitely speak to your partner and make sure that you're all on the same page. When it comes to a connection and there's interference, maybe another person, that is going to move to calmer waters. That cycle, that karmic cycle will end, and then things will move into that 2 of Cups phase for you, right? We also have, this is someone where they're tapping into their spirituality, and it's saying that you are magical, you're able to, I'm seeing energy healing, You're great at manifesting. I'm hearing you have what it takes. That's for someone. Do not doubt yourself. I'm looking at his big toe. And the big toe is what allows you to be balanced when you're standing. So there's a need for balance. And it's also saying that you are the crutch. You will be the strength in a group or a family like that. It's a weird image that I have that's hard to explain. But yeah, you are the support. That's what that's showing me with the big toe. Right, so you're going to be moving into calmer waters. So with nostalgia, card number 17, which reduces to 8. 8 for me represents divine intervention. And with divine intervention, yes, things will be changed for your highest good. There's abundance, etc. And then the next step would be the 9. And 9 represents the end of a cycle. And 10 is the new beginning. Now with 10, everything that you've learned from 1 to 9, you will be applying in this new beginning because you have learned that lesson. So nostalgia is all about looking back, right? Looking and reminiscing, right? So this could be someone reminiscing about a connection in the past that could have worked out. Now that you're in the future, you're seeing that it could have worked out. All you needed to do was to communicate or release these blockages here, right? But I'm hearing look to your past to heal your future. Look to the past to heal your future. Okay, let's see what past life lessons you've carried over into this life. And it's past life lessons that were not completed. You didn't complete it, so it's a repeat. Whoa. Okay, so we have here Father. That's interesting. Father. So this could be someone that's left home and have not connected with their children, right? You've left home, you've not connected with your children, you haven't seen them, and now you are trying to put things straight. You're not going to leave a situation that is rocky for the sake of the children. This can also mean wanting to be a father. You were probably always working, focusing on self, and you missed being able to have children. This can also be father issues with the dad, right? For women, where because you don't have a good relationship with your father, it does affect your relationship with men, your partners. So there may be some father healing or healing related to the father. Yeah, with the magician and with the healing hands, it signifies that as well. And the hands here. This could also mean spiritual gifts that are coming from the paternal line. Right? So your ancestors from the past, from the paternal line, that's where they're more spiritual. They had a really, really powerful spiritual gifts, and that's what you've inherited. Okay, let's get some advice cards from the Sacred Vision. So that's why I heard look to the past to heal the future. So for some of you, look to see on your paternal side if there's any spiritual rituals or spiritual gifts that was passed down. If there were spiritual people and they just kept it quiet, because you were going to learn a lot about yourself there. Okay, so we have here this card, and it's 3, harmony, music, the creation. Isn't that interesting? And father creates child or he helps to create the child. Interesting. South, red. Sound, such as the Big Bang, is simply the movement of air, equivalent to breathing, an act of giving life. Creation, a handmade flute, a rattle with crystals, a sacred pipe and drum, nature's voice expressed through human instrument. Music rings the bell in your heart. It opens you up to movement and joy. You are in transformation through creativity. Find the secret of meditation and inner harmony by being in an alert stillness. How interesting. That's beautiful. So going out in nature. Also listening to music. Listening to music can also uplift you. It can help you to get out of this interference with the negative thinking, the fearful thinking that's keeping you paralyzed, right? Paralyzed. But they're saying here that stillness is good, but this type of stillness is not good. So with the Eight of Swords stillness. So allow movement to occur, like the magician. We have here the figure 8 connecting with divine wisdom. And try meditating with music to raise your vibration. Like I said in the previous pile, the idea is to work through this, connect with you, the I am, the higher self, raise your vibration so you help the collective. So I'm going to end the reading right here. Thank you for tuning in. If this reading resonates, leave a message down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 3. For those of you who selected this card, card number 3, letting go. Here's your reading. First, we're going to pull 3 cards. Excuse me. First, we're going to pull 2 cards from the Primordial Tarot. Why did I say 3? Is 3 going to pop out for y'all? Okay, so 1, we have here the Man of Jewels. That's the King of Pentacles. Oh shoot, we did get 3. This is funny. We have here the 5 of Souls, which is the 5 of Cups. And we have here the Moon. That is interesting. Right, so let's pull the future card from the New Era Elements Tarot. So we're going to pull 2 cards. This represents your future self. The primordial represents your ancestors. Okay, we have here Death, card number 13. Okay, one more card, please. Whoa, 3. Is it 3? Yes, you guys. There's always got to be a pile that has like a lot of cards. So let's do this. So we have here, we have Death, Interference. Sorry, we have Interference, 8 of Swords, and we have here Daughter of Earth, Page of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what this. It feels like with your past self, there's a niggling feeling that you have. There's something that you're deep down is bothering you. And what your ancestors are saying with the 5 of Souls is that you already know. It's pretty obvious. That's what this is what this card represents in this deck. Now, remember, this deck, the Primordial deck, it's different from the Rider-Waite-Smith meanings, right? There's slight similarities, but it's very different. This is saying you know exactly what the problem is. You know what's up, right? You know what's up, and you know how to handle business here. With the King of Pentacles, whatever you can't put your finger on, that's what it feels like. There's something that you can't put your finger on, and your ancestors are saying, you know. And it says, but you can handle it. With the King of Pentacles, where he has the capability of getting the job done. So it's saying you can handle it. You can deal with it. For some of you, it's actually a business, something with a business idea. All right, so a few of you, it's something you're putting in the work where you're trying to look at what you wanted to do as a child, that life's mission. And they always say, if you want to know what you want, what your life mission is, look to what you want to do as a kid. Some of you are doing that, and or starting on that journey, and you're trying to figure it out. You're like, what is it? I can't put my finger on it. And your ancestors are saying that you know what it is, right? It's in your gut. I'm hearing you feel it. That's what they're saying. And it's something that will make you incredibly abundant, and you will be able to share your abundance with others, with many. That's what they're saying here. Now, with your future self, right, your future self is saying, with death, Eight of Swords, and the Daughter of Earth, that you are actually holding yourself back mentally from doing the work, or from transforming, from making the change. So with the Death card, it's all about like the ending of a cycle, right? Ending of a cycle and the beginning of another one. This is like the snake shedding its skin. This is growth, right? But this is you not being confident in that. This is you feeling with the Eight of Interference that you're not capable of. And this could also be people telling you that you are not capable of, right? With the other birds here flying around. But there's a need for you to look at things from from a higher perspective. Look at the bigger picture. I'm hearing be fierce and bold. Be fierce and bold. You got this. And the Daughter of Earth, this is investing in something. This is you putting in the work, right? This is you being open to learning as well, right? Right, for someone in this group, this is stubbornness. This is you not wanting to listen to others, where it's going to help you to develop, and you're just not listening at all. There's a stubbornness. It's saying that it's like there's a Ten of Swords image that I'm getting, where it's like with being in this energy, it's like sabotaging, self-sabotage of your opportunity. So either if you're listening to people, or you have these negative thoughts that's holding you back, or you're not listening to people where they're really wanting to help you, there's a self-sabotage energy here. And it's saying that you need to lift this interference, because with these two, that's good. With Death and the Page, the Daughter of Earth, that's all about you ending a cycle and you're starting a new one, where you're starting to invest in something, whether it be self, a business, a person, whatever, right? So there's a need to get out of your head, right? And get out of trapping yourself, holding yourself back, because that's your future self. Because your past self already saying, you know what's up. You know what you want to do. And you can do it with the King of Pentacles. You will be incredibly successful. Let's see, let's clarify these. I'm going to pull two cards. Oh my gosh, isn't that interesting? I just noticed this. Your card here, card number 3, letting go. You gotta let go of this. The 8, the interference. Let go of that. Release control. That's it. Release control. So your fears are holding you back. You're taking control and blocking this because of fear, right? But it's negative control. Here we have 3, which is connecting with others, but more importantly for me, this is all about self-mastery, right? Ties in with this one, developing of skills and also putting in the work. So self-mastery. So there's a need to, there's a skill. It's something to do with a skill. I'm looking for some of you, it's jewelry. I'm looking at this here, a necklace. Yeah, the king is also adorned here. And he has something in the headdress here. For others, it's building something here with the structure here. There is something that you want to do that you need to really, I'm hearing meditation will help. You need to meditate more, and it will take you back to this time where it will take you back to what you wanted to do as a child, and you will get some clues as to how to go after it, what you need to invest your time in and your energy. Okay, whoops. Here we go. Wow. Okay, so we have here Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the High Priestess. I mean, meditating, I'm getting chills. Meditation, meditating. All of these images here, they have their eyes closed. Look at that. Eyes closed with the Four of Pentacles. Eyes closed with the High Priestess. Eyes closed with the Ace of Wands. Now it's saying, for some of you, you're holding on too tightly. That's the control side of things. But also for others, there's a need to keep going. Keep going. There may be someone in this group where there's an idea that they need to keep it to themselves. Don't share it with the world. Once you figure out what it is, then you move towards it, right? The opportunity is there. There's a quick, exciting, and happy opportunity for you when it comes to this idea, business idea. But there's a major opportunity here for growth, expansion, and abundance. And then here we have with the High Priestess, listen to your intuition, be in tune with self, be in tune with spirit and your guides. Right, let's see what lessons from your past life you've carried over into this one. Whoops, there you go. Food and hunger. Wow. So for some of you, this is the scarcity mindset, lack mentality. So this is a lesson that you're meant to learn in this life to clear up this karma. This idea, right, that you have, that you're trying to remember, is the idea that is going to bring you your abundance. So you're not going to be in this energy, right? And hence why you got the letting go card. Interesting. So let's get some advice from the sacred vision. Okay, perfect. We have this card, and it's 22 Spirit Pathfinder North White. Interesting. Life is a journey shrouded by a veil of uncertainty. Its path stretches exclusively before you. As you live your journey, it is your faith in spirit that is the catalyst and the torch that moves you forward and lights the way. Fortunately, spirit lives in all of us. The Pathfinder shaman walks the trail before you, lending his hand in the form of extraordinary symbols. But this shaman is frightening at first because you're not sure what he is presenting to you. What? Is that a cross he's carrying? If that doesn't resonate, what would? Perhaps a lightning bolt or a beautiful clay pot. What are your symbols? What is the central tree or post of your foundation? The Pathfinder stands in the physical, but is overcome with the beauty of spirit. He offers all of his wisdom to you. Go deeply within to find the blue sky, your center. Exactly. This is beautiful. And this is it. With the moon, right? The High Priestess, the Ace, all of this. It's going deep within. It's connecting with spirit, connecting with your higher self. It will help you to figure out what this is that needs to come up to the surface for you to move towards and heal this karma, past life karma. So you won't have to live another life doing this, trying to learn this lesson. All right, so I'm going to end the reading right here. Thank you for tuning in. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 4. For those of you who selected card number 12, clarity, here's your reading. First, we're going to pull some cards from the Primordial Tarot. We're going to pull 2 cards. These 2 cards are going to represent the ancestors. Whoops. Okay. One more card, please. Thank you. So we have here the 2 of nature, 2 of wands, and we have here the 4 of pentacles, 4 of jewels. Okay, so we're going to pull 2 cards from the New Era Elements Tarot. Perfect. Okay, so we have here 6, the Lovers, and 8 of Cups, Despair. Okay, now what the ancestors are saying is to enjoy. This feels like, when I see this card, it's all about creativity. It's all about mastering the soul, or mastering a craft of some kind, a skill of some kind. I'm looking at her jewelry here, her necklace. And it's saying to enjoy the process, enjoy your abundance, enjoy what you are working on. The key thing here is joy, happiness. Wow, I'm going to jump to the future card. Now we have the Lovers here. And this to me is like a soulmate connection. The one. It's an elderly couple, so they have been together for a lifetime. And they even have, there's different lovers with their initials in a tree, and it's a tree of life and growth and connection and spiritual abundance, etc. And they're out on a park bench reflecting on life. And then we have here Despair, 8 of Cups, and it's a turtle stuck in a fishing net. Right, so it feels like I'm hearing what I should have done. It's almost like you're looking back, reflecting on life, and you have regrets about certain choices, whether you didn't go down a particular path because they didn't resonate with you at the time, and then now you're wishing that you did. I'm looking at the initials here by the tortoise. I don't know if you can see that. We have EFPS, and we have initials here. But it feels like it's a relationship that you now realize was a sacred one, a soulmate connection, and you walked away from it. You passed it up. You passed it up, and you're having regrets. But your ancestors are saying, still maintain a level of joy for every action, thought, and decision made, because you made it from the heart. Or I shouldn't say it like that. You actually made the decision. So you wow, it's kind of harsh what they said. You made your bed, now lie in it. I tried to say it all nice, like, but they said, look, you made your bed, now lie in it. You chose your path. So you had a choice, and you chose one path, and now you're wanting to choose the other one, or you regret not choosing the other path. Here it ties in with the number 12 card, which reduces to 3, clarity. It's like now you have clarity on the situation, and you're just feeling like, wow, I wish I had made a different choice. But your ancestors are saying that still maintain a level of gratitude for the lesson in this, down this path, or with the choice that you made. It still shaped you, right? It still shaped you. Because we see two here, 2 individuals. So it's like, it's a path. It was a decision that needed to be made, and you made a choice, and now you're like, damn, I wish I'd chose the other thing. but don't have any regrets. That helped to shape you who you are, and you were meant to experience that lesson, right? Yes, you could have chose the other path, and you still would have meant to learn that lesson. You still would have experienced lessons on that path. I'm hearing that there still would be obstacles anyway. You probably would have been more happier, but there still would have been obstacles. So don't worry about it, right? Yeah, it doesn't have to be a relationship. This can also be about pentacles, like money, career choice. It's something, it has to do with a choice, and you chose one path, and now you wish you had chose the other one, right? But always maintain a level of joy. Always walk with your head high, your ancestors are saying. For someone, they wish they had studied jewelry. They might have done more of a practical at university. They might have studied something more practical, and now they wish that they had done something more creative, like jewelry making. But it's never too late. You still can do that. You don't have to study it. You can just do it. But yeah, I just got that for someone. And for others, it's like a connection. But it's definitely a choice here. I'm hearing I could have made more money. Recognition, but don't worry about it. Now let's see. Do we need to clarify? Yeah. Let's throw some clarifying cards on this. For others, it could be like, oh, I married the wrong person. I wish I had. Don't worry about that. It's the choice. You made your choice. So we have here the Page of Swords. That's all about lessons, learning, the student. The Three of Cups. The Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. We have another joy card here. So this ties in with the Two of Nature. This is all about celebration and finding joy, right? Friendships, building friendships. Right, I'm hearing that you can actually, if you have good friends, empathic friends, talk to them about it. Release this burden. Share, because we have two communication cards here, and it's with the burden. So share your burdens with friends, because they can give you very good support at this time. Also, this is you again, gaining clarity on the situation, and really thinking about, your choices and how it has affected you. Camera battery just died, so I'm using a different camera. So yeah, this is you now connecting with friends, sharing the burden. So this decision, this choice that you've made, that you're now questioning or regretting, you can actually communicate with them, and you'll gain support. Right? They're going to be the cheerful lot that's going to make you realize that it's not the end of the world, right? Life is for living. Life is for living. Find the joys in life. You've seen things clearly with the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords, and now it's just time for you to press on. Also, just speak your truth, share your truth with others, because you may encounter people that especially youngsters, where they're on a journey where they have to make a decision, and you can share your wisdom with them because you have clarity. Is there anything else? Is there another scenario? For someone, when it comes to that soulmate connection, for some of you where it pertains to that soulmate connection, you walked away because it was moving too slow for you. I'm looking at the tortoise stuck in the net, and it's because it was just not at your pace. It was actually on the pace of the divine, and you weren't too happy about that at all. So you chose to just forget about it, move on, choose another path, and now you're realizing that, wow, I really should have stuck by this path, stuck on this path. I really should have not walked away from this. For someone, they've been spying on the person. They've actually been spying on them and realizing that, wow, they could have had an amazing life with the jewels here. A happy and abundant life. See, the Queen of Swords, this woman doesn't have any regrets. Queen of Swords don't have no regrets. Or the King. They do not have regrets. So they just learn the lesson and then press forward. They move on. And that's what you need to do here. So I'm going to pull some cards from the past life oracle. We're going to see what lessons you've carried over from your past life into this one. Ooh. Wow. So you have two. You have communal living and galactic. Right. So there's one scenario here and it pertains to soul family. So with the Three of Cups and the Lovers, that's soul family, connecting with your soul family. So when it comes to the soulmate, you might have passed them up, but you are surrounded by those who are supportive of you and they love you and they want the best for you. So they are here from a past life where you may have all lived in a small community, and also star seeds. So with these two cards, it looks like it's a lesson that you have been experiencing in several lives, several incarnations. And this one, you haven't learned a lesson. You learned somewhat of a lesson because you're now realizing you've gained clarity on what path you should have taken, but which is the good lesson. But the next life you're going to probably learn that waiting, having patience and relying on divine timing and working on self, everything that you want to achieve and master with self and living in joy and happiness is what counts, is what matters. You also were getting messages from your starseed family. Yeah, your friendship groups and everyone, they're actually people who you have experienced many lifetimes with. So that's beautiful. I think that's lovely. Even though, yes, a decision that you chose a path and now you regret it, that's not the end of the world. The key thing is that you are surrounded by people who love you and respect you and appreciate you. And that's beautiful. That is beautiful. They will tell you the truth. They will even spy on people for you. They got eyes and ears and it's just wonderful. They got your back. I'm looking at that. They got your back. Right? You can share your burdens with them. And with the Ten of Wands, that's, yes, that's having a lot of burdens, but that's also this is it. There's no more burdens to carry. That's the end of it. And that's what being around your star family is all about, or your soul family. That's what it's all about. You're learning more about yourself. This whole experience, this path you chose, it's all to teach you about you. And to love you and to have joy and gratitude for life and to speak your truth. Right, let's get some advice cards from the Sacred Vision. Okay, so we have here this image. Pop it right there. 21 Passion. When you are down, look up. North White. And what I just noticed, which is quite interesting, is that we have mirror image here. So this definitely is a soulmate twin flame. There's an element of that. Not for everyone. Not for everyone. But for some of you, yes. So we have here 21 and 12. Isn't that crazy? Right. Passion. Take time to appreciate and enjoy the sweetness of life. Why are all these cards resonating? I mean, look. Take time to appreciate and enjoy the sweetness of life. Light the fire of passion in your belly and in your heart. When you are down, you may have to look up for inspiration. You may have to look at your life in a new way and make some sacrifices to gain the treasures that you are waiting for. Are you holding yourself back? Sing and chant and listen to the music of nature. Heal your negative feelings. Oh my gosh, despair. Negative feelings, despair. Remember that the darkest night you can see the most stars. The bright scarlet of the macaw burns brightly from a black landscape. Like her, you are always in a state of becoming, and at times it will feel as if your path is completely obscured. But fear not. Your journey is one of spirit, and the light of your heart's desire can always guide the way. Remember that you are very strong and have all you need to see your journey to its end, even when your trail winds through the mysterious landscape. Embrace the life of a wanderer, finding oceans of joy in the unknown path to the next horizon. Find a different kind of security, one that is deep within your heart and in a place of peace and well-being. It is the treasure of your hero's journey. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm like speechless because it resonates with the reading, but this is like a very powerful message, and it sums up life's purpose for me. When it comes to like what I want to do for a living, that I see that as life's mission. Like, what am I meant to do? That's more like life's mission. Life's purpose is how you live your life. Living your life with purpose, with passion, with joy, with authenticity, with no regrets. Or, let me rephrase that. Embracing it. Embracing your regrets. Embracing your choices. As long as you made the choice, you had free will to make the choice. It might not have been the right one, but you're still embracing it because the lessons, it's the lessons that comes with that. And there's with this right up here, there's an element of the loner. Like, this is you connecting with you, your soul. That saying where you are alone in this world. Yes, it's embracing it, but not in a negative way. Not in a scary way. But in a way where you are connecting with self. You're loving yourself. You're embracing yourself. If yourself was another person and you were you, and a physical person, physical matter, like the whole twin flame element, the twin flame thing, you can hold them, you can embrace them, and that's what you are doing. You're doing that with you, just with you, singular, inwardly and externally, but no regrets. Living the life with passion from now on. Seeing clearly, living your life with passion, with clarity and truth, authentic truth, from now on. I'm going to end the reading right here. Wow, this was amazing. If this reading resonates, please leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Open your